climbing on a giant anaconda in the murky waters of the Amazon.
And we see two anacondas. One of them is so big that I would say it was probably 24, 25 feet. Gigantic. That was an 18-footer. Then there was like another like a 16-footer on it. And my first response was, we have to catch this snake. And so I jumped on it. I just didn't think about it. I just jumped on the snake.
Oh my God.
And so the snake, and you know, I always say like, you know, pics or it didn't happen, but this was the middle of the night. I jumped on the snake, and as I'm holding it, the one measurement I have is that I was holding onto the snake and my fingers couldn't touch. That's how big this thing was. And so it dragged me to the edge of the grass.
What?
That big.
Oh my
That
God.
big.
Oh my God. Your
Yeah.
fingers couldn't touch.
Yeah. So like
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so big.
It's so fucking big. And people said, "Oh, did it eat something?" And it's like, no, that was how big the snake was. And I know because when she got to the edge of the grass, I dipped in head first. And this snake could have turned around and just eaten me. She didn't. Her head was like bigger than a Rottweiler. It's bigger than Marshall's.
Oh my God.
But she dove into the water. Her idea is just escape, you know, stay alive. So she goes down, and my face poked into the water, and I was like, fuck that. You know, you look straight down into hell down there. And I was sitting there holding onto the grass with this giant anaconda rushing by me, you know, 25 feet of anaconda slithering past me. And I put my hand on her, and as she went by, my hand eventually went, and then her tail slipped by me, and I was just alone in the dark in the Amazon. And I just seen this dragon. And then I turned around and went, what the fuck happened to JJ? And JJ's just standing there, and he turned completely white. And he was just, his circuits were blown. He was like, and I was like, you could have helped.
Bitten by an undiscovered venomous caterpillar.
But it is.
No,
That's
I mean,
what's
we find
wild.
stuff.
They don't have a real accounting of all the different species.
No, they don't. And so like people say, oh, like a bullet ant is the most painful insect bite. And it's like, dude, I've been stung by bullet ants like 8 times. They hurt. They suck. But I found a caterpillar that was like, you know, I don't know, again, maybe like 2 Zippos. And I had it on a leaf, and I was trying to put it in a terrarium, and the leaf like bent under the thing's weight. It was like yellow. It kind of looked like Trump's hair. And it like fell on my hand, and I was plunged into immediate like electroshock, like pain waves. Way worse than a bullet ant. Way worse. Whatever this caterpillar did to me fucked me up for days.
Wow.
It was horrible.
Some kind of venom.
Yeah, I mean, then I really got scared, because then I was like, okay, do I have to get out of the forest? So like we went in with like forceps and like moved the hair, and like underneath the hair it has like these like Christmas tree barbs, and the hair is covering those barbs. Yeah, something like that.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, no, that was I was not laughing. Like when we get bit by a bullet ant, we're like, oh shit, like your day's over. It's funny. That's not funny. Those
Is
things
this
hurt.
about your work? Is this from you?
No,
This
this is
image. This is another one.
Random off the internet.
This is in Florida.
It says it's a pus caterpillar.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
In Florida.
I've never heard of it.
So is that an invasive species? 'Cause so many of those in Florida.
Most venomous caterpillars in the U.S.
So what does it say? What'd you say?
That's what over here says most venomous caterpillar in the U.S.
Oh wow.
It says it's like a bee sting though, but I was
Feels
just
like
typing it.
only worse. Pain immediately rapidly gets worse from being stung. It can even make your bones hurt. So is that exactly what got you, or something similar?
It was something in that family, something related to that.
Ooh.
But dude, I hate that feeling. I hate even thinking about that feeling. It's horrible.
And so that's the worst one that you've experienced.
That's the worst insect bite. Yeah.
Bitten while wrestling a huge crocodile.
You got bit by a crocodile?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just one time I was catching a caiman at night. And it was like usually you catch a caiman, they're not that big. I caught one that's a little bit too big, and I couldn't get an arm over her. I had her by the neck, and I couldn't get an arm over her tail, because her tail was like over here, and she thrashed out, and stupid, I like grabbed one of her you just let her go. You know, there's no reason for this. I grabbed like a hind leg, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna she just came around, went whack, and just nailed me and snapped my watch in half. Like she just like put a nail through the watch I had, which was great because it saved me. And then I still have this like something in my arm, in my hand, just like a bone knot. But like then her other tooth went in there and came out there, and it's like it was just stupid. Now I'm more careful when I catch crocs.
How big is that caiman?
I
They're
don't know.
fairly small in that family, right?
Well, we have 4 species where we are. We have the smooth-fronted, we have the dwarf, which are both like 3 feet, 5 feet, and then you have spectacled, which can get up to 8, 9 feet, and then you have black caiman that can be 18 feet long.
Really?
No, black caiman's a real thing.
Really?
Oh yeah.
18 feet long?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, like a black caiman skull is like.
Oh my god.
No, they're huge.
Let me see
No,
what
they're
that
huge.
looks like. I always thought I was under the impression that caimans were the smaller ones. I didn't know they got that big.
Yeah, no, black.
Oh my god.
Black
that's
caiman looks like
huge.
an alligator. Like they're monsters.
A big alligator. They get 18 feet long. Holy shit, man. So you encountered those?
Yeah, I've encountered those. I was.
What the fuck, dude? Dinosaurs.
Oh, they're huge.
Tarantulas walking on water and eating frogs.
I'm just feeling walking around knowing there's giant snakes around being up to your chest in water. Get the fuck out of
Forget
here.
the giant snakes. When you fall into that nightmare soup at 2 a.m. and you get that black water on you, and there's things going up your pants. There are insects in the water. There are tarantulas walking on the water, eating the frogs. It's like you are in a festival of sex and death when you're in the Amazon night. Like it is falling into that water. Like when we go in there to do research, we're like looking at frogs and shit, and it's like we put our socks over our pants to like make sure, because otherwise shit gets up there. One girl got bitten like 16 times by this giant aquatic water spider thing that like went up her leg, just going like Morse coding her, just like got, just like pumping venom into her.
Oh.
Yeah.
How bad she get fucked up?
Emotionally, I think it was worse than the pain, because the pain gave her some Benadryl and she like slept it off. But like she was just like, God, it was so horrible. She was like, I was like slapping my leg trying to get this thing to stop biting me, and it was just getting more scared, so it was biting her more. And it's like, you don't even know what it is.
Oh.
It could be a new species.
Wow.